Heads I win, tails you lose. I win. Hello and welcome to this week's video. Colour. More precisely, intrinsic colour. Yes, I'm going to be returning to Martin Saban-Smith's Intrinsic Colours in this week's video, using the sample set that he provides. Still quite a lot of life left in there, so still a long way to go before I've run out. And I'll also be using chestnut products, cut and polish on the inside of the bowl. Today's technique, new one, metal discs. No coins of the realm were harmed in the making of this video or of other countries or territories worldwide. Metal discs. Colour choice, again, entirely up to you if you want to copy this technique. I did it rather randomly. As you know, I seem to have an aversion to symmetry and neatness. Slapdash is my general approach. But having thought about it, you could make some quite interesting patterns using this technique if you were to lay things out in a more precise way than I have done in this video. It's for you to have a go at if you feel inspired so to do. I think I'll give it a go one day. Anyway, waffling over. Let's get on with the turning and then the colouring. Right, this is a Styles and Bates 12 by 2 inch beach blank, mounted between centres. Just going to flatten this face off, put a chuck mounting point on, and away we go. Well, I've just spent half an hour turning, shaping the back of this blank, and all the video recording I did of it has been lost, so you'll just have to take my word for that. It's been sanded down to 400, it's had some texture put on, it's then been spun against a piece of Coca-Cola which has put this honey and dark brown colouring on, and it's all ready now to reverse and to get the top ready for whatever treatment I can conjure up in my imagination for it today. So there's the back. It's just got some chestnuts cut and polish on the back of it at the moment, and it's going to be mounted in this 2mm recess on the Axminster to C jaws. Started off on a slow speed, burn it up. Okay, so I'm just using my 3/8 bowl gouge just to clean off the face and get it nice and level. Wide rim this one. Ideally the bowl is going to be 1/3 of the diameter, and I'll sand it down to about 400 grit, get it nice and smooth, and then it's a case of removing all the dust. I'm using a chestnut tack cloth here to wipe all that dust off, and then it'll be ready for the colour, which I'm going to use a new stenciling technique today, so hope it works. I don't want too even a coating. I'm going to be putting more colours on as we go on. And I've invested in a new toy, an airbrush cleaning station. You point your airbrush in there, put some cleaner in here or water in here, and it will clean out your airbrush. Some airbrush cleaner, just a little bit. And then okay, the honey has now dried and ready for the next bit of colour. I think I'm just going to give it a very light sand with very fine paper. Okay, back on with the gloves. Now, my next experiment with using things to spray round. Some little metal discs. Okay, I'm just going to spread them round a little bit more because I want to have the opportunity to have other solid colours covered by the coin, the metal discs. A bit bunched up round here. Yeah, I think that will do. Now, honey was the colour I used last. Now I'm going to use some straw. Drats. Bit of movement there. Oh well. Park that. Secure this. Now going into the gaps with more metal discs. And these can just be washed off and used again. Okay, next colour. Want to try and warm it up a little bit now, so we're going to go with flame. Okay, let's get the discs off. Ah, looking nicer than I was expecting. This is what we've got so far. Now, you know I'm not one to stop with just a few little coats of colour. So, and it looks very clean. Looks very clean. Watch out, there might be some splattering. Okay, this time a bit of midnight blue. Oh dear. Now the spillage here, just hoping that that will soak it up. And off they come again. Now that, apart from my disaster there, looking really quite effective. Well, I don't actually think there is anything I can do about the disaster. So I'll just have to live with it as a learning experience. Decisions, decisions. Now bear in mind, this could completely ruin it. I always get it to this stage, don't I? On with black this time. And I want to concentrate round the edge, particularly with the black, just to give a bit of definition to the end, to the very edge. Nearly there. I think I've almost used as much as I want now. A little bit there. And no splodging or splattering. That would please someone. Ready? Moment of truth. There we go. Oh, one left over. Okay. let's get it back on the lathe. Well, my overzealous pressure with the airbrushes made this just a practice piece, really. Shame, I wanted to do something complete, get it all finished in one go. Not to be. And here it is in all its glory, this week's finished piece. Apart from the mess there, which wasn't too much airbrush pressure, it was the fact I hadn't put the lid on the airbrush, so it spilled over the top, a bit too energetic with my movement of the air gun. Anyway, like I said in the beginning, the colours are entirely up to you. Some of you might like this combination, some of you might not. And I also think that it might be interesting to place the coins, yes, they were coins, not metal discs, in a more uniform pattern and then move them uniformly, make something a bit more organised, a bit less random, a bit less slapdash, which is my default setting, certainly. But I might give that a go. You might give it a go. Remember, these are just fun ideas to try around and see what you come up with. Okay, hope you enjoyed this week's video. And if you haven't entered yet, the 1,000 subscriber giveaway still has one more week to run. Anyway, for this week, that's all. So thanks for watching. Just to prove they're not stuck together, still got it.